At some point in our lives, we've all heard something about drug testing welfare recipients. My name is Sydney Lee, and today I'm going to discuss with you the states who have passed into legislation to drug test people on welfare or looking to get on welfare, statistics on states who have already passed it in, and if it truly is efficient like what people are talking about. I personally have thought for a long time that people who receive government assistance should be drug tested, just that way, us as Americans are not supporting drug abuse. I read an article titled "Drug Testing for Welfare Recipients and Public Assistance." It was on the National Conference of State Legislators that stated at least 15 states have passed legislation regarding drug testing or screening for public assistance applicants or recipients. The 15 states are Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Kansas, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Utah, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. Also, Wisconsin included a provision in its 2015 budget bill to drug test certain individuals participating in the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP. However, the federal government has indicated this goes against federal law prohibiting states from imposing additional eligibility criteria on SNAP recipients. The state has since sued the federal government seeking clarity on the federal law. For Florida's law, it was put on hold by a district judge. The district court issued a final judgment in December 2013 that permanently stopped enforcing the law and said it violated constitutional protections against unreasonable searches. On December 2nd of 2014, the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals upheld the ruling. Tennessee's bill required the department to develop a plan of suspicious-based testing and report its recommendations to legislator by January of 2014. The state began testing this program in July of 2014. According to Clifton Adcock in his article titled "Millions Spent in Oklahoma Drug Testing Welfare Recipients for Few Positive Results." Oklahoma has spent nearly $2.2 million on mandatory drug testing for people applying for federal temporary assistance to needy families, commonly known as the Federal Welfare Program. The results of that testing is 557 individuals between 2012 and 2016 tested positive for drug use, which breaks it down to about 2.8% of the 19,878 adult applicants who underwent screening at the time. Samuel Brookfield, in his article, is evidence for or against drug testing welfare recipients. It depends on the results we're after. He states the most recent estimates from the U.S. found about 1 in 5 people receiving welfare had used illicit drugs in the prior year. That makes drug use up to 50% more common in welfare recipients than in the general population. He goes on to state that this exercise might just be too costly. Arizona, Missouri, Utah, and Tennessee, and in over an 18-month period in 2013 to 2014, with just a total of just under 200,000 tests at a collective cost of over $1 million, those states had only disqualified 14, 780, 29, and 24 people from receiving benefits. Bryce Covert and Josh Israel wrote an article titled "What 7 States Discovered After Spending More Than $1 Million Drug Testing Welfare Recipients." They state proponents of these bills claim they will save money by getting drug users off the dole and thus reduce spending on benefits. But states that are looking at bills of their own may want to consider the fact that the drug testing programs that are already up and running haven't seen such results. The 7 states they're focusing on are Arizona, Kansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Utah. The statistics show that applicants actually test positive at a lower rate than the drug use of the general population. The national drug use rate is 9.4%. In these states, however, the rate of positive drug tests to total welfare applicants ranges from 0.002% to 8.3%, but all except one have a rate below 1%. Meanwhile, they've collectively spent nearly $1 million on the effort, and millions more are to be spent in the upcoming years. Today I've gone over the states who continued on with drug testing, government assistant recipients or applicants, statistics on the states who have passed it, and if it's found to be truly efficient. From what I've learned, the U.S. does not need to be spending millions of dollars drug testing welfare recipients when they could spend that money on so much more things than to spend it on that and not get that many positive results.